Hello friends, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. I am your science teacher and today I am going to discuss some more topics in chapter number 2. I hope that in my previous lecture, whatever the topic that I have taught you, you all understand about those topics. And you have completed your assignment also. Now today we are going to see some more topics, and what are the topics that we are going to study in this lecture, and the topics are ears, skin, tongue and nose. As in my previous lecture, we started one topic and that was sense organ. I told you that sense organs actually aware us that what is going around in our surrounding and what is going inside our body. So our sense organ actually make us aware of all those things that's going on in our surrounding and in our body. And for each senses, we have different sense organs. Last time we covered one sense organ and that is our eyes. We covered one sense organ and that is eye. Today we are going to see about another sense organ, that is our ears. Now, ears is also one of the most important part in our body. As you all know that just like we have two eyes and that eyes are present in the sockets of the skull, in the same case we have two ears, one on each side of the head. And what this ear do? This ear help us to tell where a sound is coming from. Means ear actually sense one thing and that is hearing, that is sound. With the help of the ear, that is the sense organ, we can sense what sound is coming and from where the sound is coming. Now, we understand ear help us to hear that sound. Now, what is actually sound? Sounds are vibrations in the air. When we speak, so whenever we speak, the sounds start from our mouth. When we speak, then in the air there are different particles present. We cannot see that particles, but with the help of that sound energy that actually comes from our body when we speak. So that sounds enter in air and that sounds actually vibrate that air particles that are present in the air. So when that air particles vibrate or vibrates, so that is actually the sound. That means the sounds are the vibrations in the air. And then when that vibration reaches to our ear, so what ear do? Ear changes these vibrations into nerve impulse. And then that nerve impulse travel to our brain, where brain actually interpret that vibration or that nerve impulse as sound. As I told you that we have two ears and two ears actually help us to tell where a sound is coming from. So what is sound? Sounds are vibrations in the air. There are different air particles present in the air. When the sound energy touch that air particles, the air particles vibrate. That vibration of air particles is actually known as sound. When that sound reaches to our ear, so that vibration is actually changes into the nerve impulse, because our brain only identify signals that comes in the form of nerve impulse. They don't know, our brain don't know about vibrations. Our brains only know about nerve impulses. So our ear actually, with the help of different auditory nerve or with the help of different process that I told you later in this portion, that how these vibration changes into nerve impulse, and when that nerve impulse reach to our brain, so our brain is that part which interpret that nerve impulse as sound. Now our ear is divided into three parts. First one is outer ear, second one is middle ear, third one is inner ear. Outer ear consists of different parts: ear flap, ear canal and eardrum. Middle ear contains three small bones, and that are hammer, anvil and strap. Inner ear consists of cochlea and auditory nerve. Inner ear consists of cochlea and auditory nerve. I'll show you the picture. This one is a picture of our ear. This one, the external portion, that we call the ear flap also. And pinna also are ear flap. Then this one is the canal, and after this canal, this membrane is known as the eardrum. So this is our external outer ear. This one is our outer ear that consists of ear flap, that we call ear flap, then ear canal, and this one is the eardrum. So this one we call the outer ear. Then here you can see three small bones, 1, 2 and 3. These small bones, they actually make up the middle ear. They actually made up our middle ear, and after these small bones, that is hammer, anvil and strap. Hammer, anvil and strap. This one is the inner ear that consists of this circular structure that we call cochlea, and this one that we call semicircular canal. You just need to learn only these parts, because here in this picture you can see many different parts, but in your book they show only few parts of the ear, and you need to learn only those parts that is present in your book. And what are those parts? The outer ear that consists of this external ear canal, and this one is the eardrum. After this we have three small bones that we call the middle ear. That's the name of three bones: hammer, anvil and strap. And after that we have inner ear that consists of cochlea, and this one is the semicircular canal, or that we call auditory nerves. Now, I told you that sounds are vibration in the air, and when that vibration reaches to our ear, that vibration changes into nerve impulse. Now, how do our ear work? How do our ears convert that vibration into nerve impulse? So let us see that what actually our ear do. What function actually our ear perform? First part, that is the ear flap, they collect vibrations in the air, and then whatever the vibration they collect from the air, they send that vibration to the down a short canal to the eardrum. Down a short canal to the eardrum. Then as soon as the vibration hits the eardrum vibrates in time. Because when we touch something, the something start vibrating and you hear sound. Like if I can touch my two hands. So my two hands, you can hear the sound. You can hear the sound when you clap your hands. So these two, one thing touch the other skin, touch the other hand. So when they touch, they both them touch together, then the skin of our hands start vibrating. And you can hear the sound at that time. So when anything vibrates at that time, that thing produce sound. So in the same case, when the vibrations of the air hit the eardrum, eardrum vibrates. And then the eardrum vibrates with the vibrations in the air, and then eardrums do pass that vibrations to the three small bones, that is hammer, anvil and strap. But remember this thing, the hammer, anvil and straps are the small bones which amplify the vibrations of the anvil, increasing their force more than 20 times. मीन्स हमारे एयर में जो एयर बोन्स मौजूद हैं, ये एक स्पेसिफिक अरेंजमेंट के अकॉर्डिंग मौजूद है. उसकी पोजीशन इतनी स्पेसिफिक है कि जब साउंड एयर ड्रम से थ्री स्मॉल बोन्स में एंटर होती है, तो एयर बोन्स क्या करती हैं, एयर बोन्स ऐसी इसकी स्पेसिफिक लोकेशन है कि वो उसकी वाइब्रेशन को एम्पलीफाई कर देती हैं, यानी कि उस वाइब्रेशन को बढ़ा देती हैं, उसकी साउंड को, उसकी वाइब्रेशन की फोर्स को 20 टाइम्स बढ़ा देती हैं. That's mean amplify कर देती. Then these vibrations are detected by the nerve cells in the wall of the cochlea. Cochlea जो circular structure, the walls of that cochlea contain nerve cells. And when that vibration reaches to the cochlea, so the nerve cells in the wall that are present in the walls of cochlea, that detects that vibrations. And then these nerve cells passes that signals to the brain, because only nerve cells are capable to send messages to the brain. So nerve cells detect that vibration and convert that vibration into nerve impulse, and then nerve cells send that nerve impulse to the brain. Then that is your brain that interprets these signals as the sound that you hear. Now there is one more organ that we call the organ of balance, that is known as the semicircular canal. And their walls also have nerve cells and liquid in the canals. They are the canal's circular structure, and the walls of that canals contain nerve cells, and inside that canals the liquid is present. So when that liquid moves, whenever the liquid in the canal move, when you move, that liquid in the canal move. So this moving liquid is detected by the nerve cell as soon as the liquid move. So movement से जैसे ही उसमें movement होती है लिक्विड की, तो वो movement किसी फोर्स की वजह से होती है, किसी एनर्जी की वजह से होती है. जब वो movement होती है लिक्विड, तो वो लिक्विड जो है वो डिटेक्ट होता है, उसकी मूविंग लिक्विड की जो सेंसेशन है, वाइब्रेशन है, उसको डिटेक्ट करता है नर्व सेल्स, which then send message to the brain. When you go off balance, your brain tells your muscles to keep you upright. When that means जब आपका बैलेंस, जब आप इम्बैलेंस हो रहे होते हैं, अनबैलेंस हो रहे होते हैं, आप गिर रहे होते हैं, तो उस वक्त आपका ब्रेन आपकी मसल को मैसेज करता है कि अब आपने अपराइट हो जाना है, और वो मैसेज आपका सेमी सर्कुलर कैनाल्स में मौजूद जो आपका लिक्विड होता है उसकी मूवमेंट से होता है. जब वो लिक्विड मूव करता है, तो वो लिक्विड मूव की जो मूवमेंट है वो डिटेक्ट करती है नर्व सेल्स जो कि सेमी सर्कुलर कैनाल्स में मौजूद होती हैं. फिर वो नर्व इम्पल्सेस को ब्रेन तक पहुंचाती हैं, एंड देन आपका ब्रेन आपके मसल्स को, आपके रिस्पेक्टिव मसल्स को, आपके लेग्स के मसल्स को मैसेज सेंड करता है कि दैट नाउ योर बैलेंस इज आउट, यू नीड टू कीप यू दैट part upright. So this is how do your ears work. Again I am telling you that how do our muscles work, how do our ear work. Initially what happened, whenever we speak, Whenever we speak, the sound energy comes from our mouth. The air particles are present in the air. As soon as the energy enter in the air, the particles in the air vibrate. That particle, when the vibration reaches to our ear, the air flap receive that vibration. When air flap receive that vibration, they passes that vibration down to the air canal, short air canals to the eardrum. This is the eardrum. When the vibrations hit this eardrum vibrates. And soon, when the vibration of this eardrum starts, this vibration passes to the three small bones that we call hammer, anvil and strux that are present in a specific location. You can see that they are present in some specific, the position of these or location of these, we can say that the small bones, they are specific. So when the vibration enter into the air canals, into the small bones, so they amplify the sound and they amplify the force of that sound, that is actually 20 times greater than the vibration that hit the eardrum. Then after the vibration reaches to the three small canals, the vibration reaches to the cochlea. That is the inner part. The cochlea, when the cochlea receives that information, then the cochlea, the wall of that cochlea contain auditory nerves. That the nerve, with the help of that nerve cells that are present, that nerve cell changes that vibration into nerve impulse. With the help of that auditory nerve, the nerve impulses reaches to your brain, and the brain interprets that signals as the sound that you hear. There is one more organ, as I told you, that is the organ of balance. When your body is when you are out of balance, so these semicircular canals, the walls of these semicircular canals also contain nerve cells, and the liquid is present. So when you move, the liquid in these canals also move, and when the liquid moves, the vibrations produce, and that vibration is responded or detected by the nerve cells in the semicircular canal. These vibrations reaches with the help of the nerve impulse reaches to our brain, and then brain send message to the respective muscles and give them the message that your balance is out. Now you keep to upright your balance, and you need to keep upright. So this is how your ear works.